Adom TV so na uguso a o hwe na o twe dwumadi ne ye de Ebron the Chief Jerry Forson just gone by lawyer Sami Jenfi National Communication Officer of the NDC na ye ne no twetwe enkomo no so afi no join ne ya ene dwumadi esronko ekoso wo the forecourt of the State House se o hwe TVCC ya we eye ayie sronko a ye de agya opani Samuel Kwame Ejapon yede eja no kwan enti se wo hwe TV no a ekoso sisi a the forecourt of the State House opani eye owura Joseph Sian Ejapon or the group chairman of Jospon Group of Companies ne papa nimpo ankasangasa ene oda fama yeja no kwan kra enti Adom TV sania unim ye no ma yenko ho na fei yenhwe de ekoso no be sima mi no me ba opani kase ba ko so atrasa ene no ebetwetwe enkomo owura Asiedu Kokuro or Deputy National Communication Director of the NPP Watrase. But they call the forecourt of the State House. Na be simami you know, and go show the course or ba atwetwe enkomo.
First is here with the overload is 45 gunshots and a bull and 100 tubers of yam to support this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enti se osha yi for someone ye edi eja openi Samuel Kwame Ejapon or ye owura Joseph Sian Ejapon group chairman of Jospon Group of Companies and ekoso the forecourt of the State House we are in fact se wo hwe TV ono na sisi a owo short no emu a wotutu ne tomatuntum ni fita empeni 43 bebre na wo ho just gone by the former president John Dramani Mahama wo hompenifo bebre dodo no anso so ho no ma after Nnawotwi Yi no there will be an extensive coverage the bekoso ho bia no ye de ebebro so you may want to stay with us na ye de sa dwumadi ni na e de abro mamema opani Asiedu Akwaba or Deputy National Communications Director of the NPP wafa
to say
CJ
you're looking great.
Thank you. Also sa o white no eja wo mpa. Se bi aboko de.
Oh nyame adaro ma me che obi a o he this great network Adom TV. Na me ma Mr. Sian and the family nya my deepest condolences to them. I think that the whole party is there to mourn with him this morning and this afternoon. The leadership of the party will be there until the mechanic say together we build Ghana. Yes.
Okay. But that's a part. But Udino, I said to many Ghanaians, especially who follow politics, you know, as I call it Dean Fufro, as the deputy director.
Oh yeah, I've been around for more than 20 years. I've been communicating for my party.
Wow. Yeah,
from Brahafo, Central region, Western region. Yeah, I've done a lot for my party, but usually, you know, and yet communication, yet Nina na SLT network. Ekasa behind the scene strategy. My party communication facilitator for many years for my party. Until we need me there at the core base of our party, you know, countryside, like me say communication the countryside. Usually, you know, countryside, many of the journalists don't see you, but that is where the much of the work is done. I've been a grassroots man, doing a lot for my party at the grassroots, and I believe say this is the time the party, every election cycle, it calls for new strategy. And I believe this is the time the party believe that I should come front and to be able to anchor our communication.
Okay, to say I know I do about front line. You think you can help break the AIDS?
Why not? Why not?
Not out, you know.
Yes. Okay, all records, empirical studies. We are more than the NDC. We are more than them. Meaning, those say tough times. But the ambassador may catch on and say, so no, no more there are many people who like us. and normal ya Ghana been see that is innovative. And yeah normal ya kwan you see school dying hospital and yeah normal. But you're talking about good government, new government or the innovations, baby been see that. When we are talking about the free senior high school policy, almost so yabwa and it's history 6 years running. Kenya Fuaba, Tanzania Fuaba, many African countries are learning our model. Superb. That is leadership. That is government. That has come to solve problems. Many of us have more than 1 million Ghanaian children and access to secondary education. That is why we talk about government. See you to where you're to Obama. You're crying, you're school dying. But when you are able to solve problems, young men are now at university, about 100,000 of them. Employers say, we school, we have job experience. Job experience. The government decided, say, no, let us give about 100,000 Ghanaian young men or maybe various tertiary institutions. No more skills, hands on. See, 2.2 billion has gone into the project. Now, 3 years project, now extending 1 year. See, if you do quantitative analysis of the 2.2 billion, the normal politics are here in Ghana, no, because here politics, you know, fiscal structure. Oh, yes, it's good down, this 2 billion. It has gone into young men, 100,000. Okay. But 2 billion, no, guys, but 2 billion has gone to give new skills and techniques. Yeah, about education investment, but there's a trending issue. The current directive by the communications ministry. Nnawotwi Yi are blocking for line near there, and so quite similar registration. NCA4 can be NIA4 so almost issue cast so they have their own challenge. Samiba has to say or just say anamon be a minister A2 no krano enimrem. Are you in support of what the minister in charge of communication is doing? What is the concept of government? Concept of government is programs, projects, interventions, and policies. And you be na buy a court. You understand? Me too. But CJ, I don't know say what countryside now. Your economy, informal economy. Your mama mudu do no, your papa mudu do na ko school. Enti amount for our cyber crime. A university graduates, a master's degree, a big PhDs, a big first degree ICT. Omuna cyber crime. Your mama what countryside don't go school kasi obu a phone no krano ni usage adding obu anu a friend or so would you see when you be no aye. Intiminia, the anti-Wana fraud, young perpetuating fraud against our innocent market women, market men, those in the informal sector, Munko school, Kasi, no Mumria. We cannot have that. Economy say you grow, and that is why I say I didn't normally to tour. I started a person do be about on board. Minia, so we audit from National Communication Authority. Many of the names in our talk card and over corner card already sunny at Wama. Obi udi we be checking osi dwom ye din fraud see intelligence officers nsaka phone ye kobodian market. How do you get them, my dear friend? So to be able to actually curtail financial fraud, banks they don't announce fraud that go through. So more announce CJ Mamotia the fraud that people have perpetrated on banks in this country because we don't have accurate data. Okay. And it's an issue. It's an issue. Gradually we'll get there. As I talk to you now, about 15 million Ghanaian access to this NIA card. But with time it will go. But strategy now, minister now adopting kokobo, and people are going. It's a progressive step for you pushing people to go. You understand? Say Oma relax. Oma Jia no mudiaba. So we are gradually, people are registering. And I want to tell you, maybe by November, we'll be able to get a threshold. Now, there are genuine challenge. CJ, genuine challenge should not prevent us. Say, a person will be on the board. Genuine challenge, and those challenges, CJ, and you're unsurmountable. Surmountable. You bet me here. The media men, join us. Join the ministry. No, but it looks like we are in a rush. It's not true. It's not true. My dear friend, now the minister is issuing disciplinary measures to Obia Wakoye card since 2019 and so card in Sankai. And how is that the person's fault? They are genuine. And just say you're blocking. You see, minimum level of appreciation of ICT. There were system problems. Muhai, you see system betting atiako. network or form. There are genuine challenges with register. Obima could register double registration. The genuine challenge or such genuine challenge, and yeah, they are intimate resolve. But we need to carry the majority of the people along, CJ. And you, the journalists, must support the minister. Mr. It is a fraud local super. Yenji usikada, yenwi usikada. So you don't see it. Amafa kuku bia omaja omo phone ho. Intelligence officer call your investigation. Dinu kurano, you cannot get it. You cannot trace it. My dear friend, we understand there are genuine challenges in the system. I'm not going to card, but I want to assure you, say you're encouraging the Ghanaian people to go for the card.
So what would you then? I can't say Ubia as we speak, and apparently be phone lines.
Yeah.
Why are registration? No. Why yet same registration? No. And so now for bare 48 hours, no. You're blocking.
Yeah. What I want to say is, using this your great platform, Ubia Nyabotre challenges nearby no. There's a technical committee at the ministry or more review that or many take also review the challenges. I think that there will be a communique that will come. You understand? But what I want to say is young support to our buying, young support to minister no or yeah dear they meet deadline. CJ, unim adie baako. When the Kokuro government started the NIA and MPP Lusu elections in 2008.
Yeah.
For 8 years, the government of the NDC led by the eminent professor Prof. Mills Mahama, Omanya Wajuma, Yaba Baimwi, less than we are na yemwa na yem formalize this economy, CJ. There are many people who informal sector munyeska chain who are utie ba utu utuyano eso chain ono ne uhwe bostomi na Nnawotwi sika ne nyesika misremu. Let us help the government. There are genuine challenges. Those challenges na enye unsurmountable. It's surmountable. We can solve it. So I want to encourage you. Issues na ebano we will look at it. It's a policy implementation. We implement policy here. Challenges, then we will look at how we'll be able to function. Intermedia, no, be on the wavelength of the minister. More support because he Ghana ye per monto, minia ye per monto. Ukola Côte d'Ivoire, uremu free libo urema quarantine. How can we live in an economy where we don't have solid data about people, my dear friend? And we say we want to grow. How do we grow when we don't know the people we are dealing with? There are genuine challenges. Let us support the minister. Challenges now, man, for a friend and no complain about no, it will be solved.
Okay, Ofa. Last one of about education, infrastructure, and so. Aisha one is back.
Yeah.
Penny promise her or share, even going to the extent say ordinary presidency, ever two line so. This young lady seems to be untouchable. Oba mi eche no di kan yesi e deport no eno ho nsem e ba ya na se anso wasanso aba. We've lost the fight against Galamsey.
We have not lost it. No, we have not lost it, my dear friend. As a one of the immigrants omuba country. Yeah, even in US crowd was solid immigration laws. I'm for nkoa. Oko ni etimi chiwa. I'm for biti immigration. I'm for Libya, waters in Europe. Yanchi oma. It's Asha one coming back to their community. This country doesn't mean that security are breaking down. Meaning, I want to tell you today on this your network, this government are very committed in fighting Galamsey. But if the people do not support government, how do you fight it, CJ?
Support Ben and few amount for no.
Yes, so CJ, listen to me.
Me too.
And the Minister for Lands, I hear a lot of comprehensive program, natural resources, Obia Babia Wano, or natural resources now depend upon. Omo nsunano, omo kosi, omo forest, wa nye kuyayo obeye mining, and then the abandon. Mining no, abanse say you're responsible. Inti ya the community mining aba. Say a bit to be identify area, makam huabum, abandon the machine aba, kama unko yusu mercury ni cyanide. Na munye community mining. Ebi se omunye obeko nsunu so. Na the entire make catch us say we have not lost the fight because if the people in the community decide they say they will not allow people to mine on our river bodies. Nobody can go and mine. I want to tell you today.
Look,
CJ,
there are sites. The other time, there are mining sites somewhere in the Ashanti region. I saw that for the guidance miners.
You see, Debiano, Uyejana, Waya Jumache, your free be due diligence reportage. Sometimes we report to Obiwana or certificate for large scale mining. ena galamsey for no encroaching ena yakofa soldier for akọ hwe Obuasi for starting here there were people who moved in after the rejuvenation of the Obuasi mine. There were some people who come no. So some of the areas now who say be the soldier akọ na nipa no owo the license small scale mining illegal for home. See, I want to tell you today, and I've been granting interview the last 3 days on this when I was coming from the Western region. Community leaders, assemblymen, chiefs, omo this government. Okay, and then you purchase soldier for 60. They don't go Talibukazu, Ana Elembele. 100. Can they fight the community people more than 3,000, 4,000? So the community people must know that the river body in Chirima, people must begin to think about generation. Me Makase, life is not all about money.
That is recipe for chaos.
That life
because
is
among for no etijina. It
is not recipe for this.
Yes.
If the community people say that no, this is our river source, we will not allow mining to go on. Nobody can sell excavator there. I'm telling you, my dear friend. See, in China, the deposit of gold in China, we say in Suwa of China because of climatic conditions. To gold, no, I didn't hear. Because some of mining gold, their river bodies will be destroyed, and their population is huge. Their population is hitting about 1.2 billion. Meaning, it's then a community for no are not the people there. It's when CJ you get community people like you. You are a strong guy. Ufri honor, obi free akrasa bekacho CJ good no ayepa galamsey no now a mobilization now they are command. How do we fight it? The fighting galamsey is a collective effort. The nation, everybody must come on. It is true that it's political leadership, but the political leadership, people anchor it. Government business is to come out with policy, implement it. The people must support it. It will be a work on this network, Adom. Obia community leaders must stand up. The youth must stand up. Obia obe consumer koye mine the red zone biano or a nation saboteur. Or a nation saboteur. And let me tell you what we are witnessing. Yatrisa Abrabono is CJ. The people there in the various communities, when the heavy metals goes into the river body, let me tell you, no matter the number of alum, you can't remove the heavy metals.
Yeah.
I'm telling you today, I'm a physical science student. I did chemistry, 6 semesters in the university. And what we are talking about is the Ghanaian young man, the Ghanaian woman in the countryside, they must think, say, Abrabonu Sikankwa, they must think of Inchirima. Yana no say gold, yetunu wakwayim. Yana no money say gold, yetunu wonsuom. Because gold or a precious metal or pebabia or fine. It's very nice. On the Amazon forest, Brazil, they are fighting that the conservation international people don't want people to go and do mining there. To always you go and burn there. Into gold, a precious or pebabia or fine. Into meaning we have not lost it. If I tell you the amount of money from 2017 to now, that GOG, government of Ghana, are investing in fighting this galamsey menace, you don't have idea.
I don't think that sometimes after investment, because we still see the lives of Aisha going in and out of this country.
No, Aisha is an individual. One individual.
Aisha untouchable.
No, it's one individual. Aisha is one individual. Do you know the number of Chinese migrants, Ghanaian people are fronted on Mabagana? My dear friend, I'm in the countryside. I've been in the Western region the last 14 years. Go and see the number of immigrants, expatriates, Ghanaian people are fronted on Mabagana. My friend, so let us look at it and then begin to target. Let us do what I call conscious orientation. The people in the communities, we must begin to let them know the consequential effect of this mining. Now you say, oh, you're trivializing Asha One, abandoning Abba. It's not the government of Ghana that brought Asha One to this country.
Who brought her?
She's somebody who want to do business. And let me tell you, system didn't collapse here. The system not collapse here, she was not arrested. She has been arrested. She has put before court. So my dear friend, let us all help. Now enjoy this sensational, emotional outburst in this country. People don't have evidence. Pure conjecture. Your boy is saying, "I can't be biao in Panifono Kromo Kahon and Tina Adiana Kosono." I'm telling you, when we were young in the village, say Krasi will be ba no ya adianya. We change the person out. Until Krasi that. CJ, what tell Krasi that? Yes, a Krasi will be ba now or hard or community. One day, I have declare on him. The youth will chase the people out of the system. So why the youth in those various communities, they can't chase the people out because many of them are involved. They are not thinking of their nation. They are not thinking of the environment. When I talk about Galamsey, I'm very passionate because it's not only the government. All well-meaning Ghanaians, businessmen, the politicians are on the other side. Yeah, fight here, not because of political expediency. Look at the last elections. The seats that we lost in Pristia. Look at the woman, she worked very hard. We lost Pristia because many of the people say no, the policy we are thinking of the next generation. This government is thinking of the next generation. This government is not thinking about elections. We nearly lost Takwa, the parliamentary seat. Less than 200 votes, my dear friend. Do auditing of the many mining areas, our votes went down because of this strong decision to fight this Galamsey.
The more reason you should intensify Eduma more.
We are doing our best.
And just idea, you see, might as well forget 2024.
The people are developing different ways to do it. As a government, we are also doing our best. The innovation about fine. Nipa no one so and a resource. You can't prevent the person from enjoying this resource. Do community mining. Go ahead. Top machines, fine machines. When you do heavy metals, how in the near future. But still the people.
Lawyer Sami Jemfi said community mining na modi abano krano. Chinese for any MPP from Kwan into that Modisa community mining.
No, they say there's no empirical studies there. What can I studies? I don't know. What can I studies on this mining? Go and read the report. Yahoo Graham. They have done a lot of studies on mining in this country. This young man is doing politics. And the issue at hand, if in the 20 years, Omuba, they can't solve it. I'm telling you, CJ. So what we need to do now, and I'm telling you, that the media men and women join government. Let us go into the various communities. We must begin to do serious sensitization at the community-based level. Let the people know the effects, the future effects of what they are doing. And go through all records. The government is working hard. Go to national security, collaborate with the Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police Service, a whole lot, doing a lot of checking to be able to combat this Galamsey menace. And let me tell you, Galamsey menace it's a global challenge to many governments. Chile, go to South Africa. Mining this of money. And CJ, but it's not easy fighting. And we have done very well. I'm telling you, from 2017 to now, many reports from international organizations say the policy that we have adopted, many economists, they have not been able to deal with it. Team a hyper problem. A very hyper problem. But there's leadership. And that's why this leadership is very committed in fighting it. No matter
leadership, Yanji Abayindi, especially not? President the presidency crowd to line.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying that the minister they are called presidency Oma Kete. I'm telling you, the money that we voted fighting security people, hosting them. It's not easy. Go and look at the Regional Coordinating Council, their budget. Go to Western Region. Go and look at their budget. When you see it, it's a huge amount. Feeding these security officers, changing their location and bringing them inconvenience allowance and the rest. But we are committed to that. We are not throwing our hands into despair. I want to tell you, CJ, this government, we are committed in fighting the Galamsey. Everybody must join us. Everybody must join us. It's a collective effort. You can't fight Galamsey from the top alone. It's bottom-top collaboration. And that's what this government is doing. Until I started the community mining. And I want to assure you, say, within some few days to come, you see more action. There are many immigrants in this country who involve themselves in these mining activities. It's the Ashawan, a media hype. I'm telling you, a media hype. There are many people go to the countryside and look at immigrants who are. The immigrants are here because the Ghanaian people who have brought them. It's the Ghanaian people. Obibe Timia free Shanghai, Abba, Wasamavi. Onim Wasamavi. My dear friend, I'm asking you a question. Obibe Timia free Shanghai, Abba. Yes. So it's the Ghanaian people who are fronting for these people. Let us support the government. This government is very committed. All the records show, the empirical studies are there to support the determination of this government to be able to fight.
But that's it, Dr. Asiedu Kokuro. Say, share Adom TV, and now Nnawotwi Yi and Egusu Ayede Ebrel. But the air coso war the forecourt of State House. The final funeral rite. Ufusuma the eja opening Samuel Kwame Japan. Ono Dr. Joseph Siao Japan. Ne papa nimpo ne papa owo no de ne ba wiase na ufusum na ekoso e forecourt of the State House here in Accra. Enti ye nyina ye a e be kwa ka ho, but there's an extensive coverage ye be don't really be mienu komiensa de ye be koso oho bia no ye de ebebro. So stay with us. Dwumadi no ekoso ye so ye twetwe nkomo wo studios ha. Lots of your Facebook comments coming through. Ye bejem rana for yakenkan e de amadok. In the sector of education, meaning say aban mo ye niema e wo ho. If I say come on and say ananka ye ya tie si ho ano no, and I'm told talk na dey back mienu bi betwem. But yenhwe after all this investment, Obeka said there are challenges.
Why not? Why not? CJ, policy be anywhere we implement your challenges in him. Africa Education Watch and Child Rights International, Brad Kofi Appiah, or my co-study on the Free Senior High School.
Okay.
There are challenges. Now, those challenges say the medical kind and you're unsurmountable. And I want to say on this your network that apart from the CPP government, in the political history of Ghana, this government is a government that has invested huge money of the taxpayers' money into education. As I talk to you now, we have spent close to about 5.3 billion Ghana cedis. Education. CJ, go around the country, every secondary school, more than 700 government assistant secondary schools project is going on. Classroom board is going on. Dining hall, library, across the country, ICT lab. ABCDA, CJ. When we were telling the Ghanaian people that one day we get a mandate, the free senior high school, almost 30 years as that is leadership. And then I'm saying, let us look at leadership. Leadership, you cannot eradicate poverty without education. Today you are CJ because of your level of education. CJ, and I want to tell you from 2017 to now, more than 1 million Ghanaian children have access to secondary education. It's huge. And we are committed, and I want to say it. One Ghana in this economy, we will spend it on education. CJ, look at challenges. You start here, classroom near a day. But see, we have been able to deal with the matter. And then we accommodation challenges. By any measure, as we started. It tells you the determination of this government. It tells you the infrastructural projects are across the country. And they call Dogono Secondary School, Accra girls, everywhere. I'm sitting on the national television. In the secondary school across the country, development is going on. CJ, and you know what? Abain also, I see Dina, the class, in Konyogum. You see the qua, you said in Konyogum. Yes, I ABC Ghana though. Yeah, model schools. See, model schools. 20 model schools. Science and technology. The world is going technology. Your free grammar style of education, you call technology. Many of us say, CJ, Okosahi, your Mawie, Bosomche, or Mawie, science and technology, model school. ABC that. That is leadership. Looking at the emerging issues and then developing your system to be able to curtail those things. Many of us say TVET, technical and vocation. You call the German model. Do you know the German model? The German model is technical education. As I talk to you now, from 2017 to now, this government has spent close to $1 billion on technical education. Yes, my friend. Me see, apart from the CPP government, no government. I have challenged many young men in the NDC that they should come for profile audit, infrastructure, investment. Now, if you look at technical education, that as I was saying, all the 16 regions, you're basically 2 state-of-the-art technical institutions. And it's ongoing. Time they been. Yes. And this government, CJ, we are serious. College of Education projects are going on. And CJ, but you know, John Kufuor government started this, moving from set A to diploma, and then the NDC came, and now we have moved from diploma to degree. Do you know that the teachers, College of Teachers, almost demanding book and research allowance? The then NDC government did not mind them as a tertiary institution. When we came, we have given them, for the first time, book and research allowance. We are paying. Unprecedented. We don't talk about it. You people don't talk about it.
Look.
We have invested in many areas where guarantor, access to a tertiary education.
Yeah.
You see, with your Ghana card, we are going to give you a loan. As I talk to you now, more than 10,000 Ghanaian young men and loan, soft loan, free loan, no guarantor. I don't know when you went to secondary university, you took loan. Then you easy getting 3 guarantors. And then who Ghana card, who call your profile, who program away, you get assets. And this is innovation. That is leadership.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when we queue to go and vote in 2024, I don't know, but you will not be judged by the number of schools I must see. I can't want them.
Empirical.
See, I check Koma, I didn't call for Koma, yes, Papa, my shit. 80 say, you can say, yes, schools, and I say, and I am a woman who say, I don't know.
I don't know yet. Narration now, journalists, you know, we understand we are in tough times, but tough times, Ghanaian people understand why we are here. They know it's COVID. And then the outlier.
But we are sure Pastor Ghana 40 years here.
Why not? You have not. That's what I'm saying, that you have not interacted with many Ghanaians. Challenges now you come no aba, but this challenge in koso. CJ, Mamika bro for Binchel. No growth in every economy. Growth is not linear. Growth is cyclical. Economy why now pick it now back from into all over the world. The American economy growth is not linear. The Japanese economy growth is not linear. Growth slows depending upon external and domestic factors.
But their living standards cannot be compared to us. So you cannot make that comparison.
I'm saying that because back to the point I can say, we admit, but we are working towards to be able to mitigate the challenge on the Ghanaian people. And then the social interventions, baby.
Let's get to
free senior high school. Social school fee.
Free senior high school.
Yeah.
So we could do this now a market too because Chroma yeshi a mine more idea. Now Chibuchi and say Ontiasi say free senior high school now abide the by.
Not on that. You see, a gamut of issues. You be push factors and ama baby yadri. So we are explaining to the Ghanaian market women. Adena ne fango bono ne boy yeding. Me no say last year June 2021. Na fango bo and about $78 per barrel. And then me no say as June this year and then $118 per barrel. The oil import, the amount that we spent as of June 2021, now oil import the year is about $1.23 billion. 2022, young end the year we have bought more than 2.3 billion, my dear friend. So I know the pressure by economy. So and let me tell you, when you are having a private sector economy like ours, we are not producing, we are importing. Now when your oil prices are fluctuating in the capital market, obviously, CJ, you are going to have a problem. We are explaining to our sisters. And no mama, these challenges are not the abandon ya or betom. And CJ, the economy, a year like this, who interview me, the narrative will be different.
Really?
I'm telling you, people are not optimistic. Or we are pessimistic.
Maybe I don't like any much.
Oh, we said, no, I must say,
maybe a farm goes also.
We say, Nyaminti, do you know why? Your long-term strategy. You know, if you want to deal with economic fluctuations, you have short-term, medium-term, and long-term. And now, what we are doing, by God's grace, $750 million into the BOG kitty. By this October, we're expecting about $1.3 billion for the cocoa syndicated loan. Now, IMF have given an assurance that we are going to get access to about $3 billion facility. It's giving confidence to the economy. Where say now man force economy now say no investor will come because we are looking at portfolio flow. So if someone force Ghana economy in here, why investment or unya dividend unya rover. So we need to build confidence in the Ghanaian economy.
But you see,
you understand?
So
we need to build confidence in the Ghanaian economy. Until now, I'm telling you, a year like this, the narrative would say almost
a year by this time, dollar be firm.
Oh no, a year like this, a year dollar, a CD, it will be stabilized.
Okay, rent so a year by this time.
You see,
a year by this time.
You know, say my main cousin.
Me too.
prices of goods and services are static. A danka, a dianebo, and yinaho, a move in the year 2000. Now, fertilizer, I say, now cement, I say. And today, when I talk to intelligent guys like you, be very careful when you are doing comparative analysis of prices of goods and services. Because price of goods and fluctuating, it be a seasonal. When you are having a seasonal commodity, season. So we should be very careful when we are doing some analysis.
Okay.
But what I want to tell you is a year like this, not the confidence, the growth trajectory you are targeting, we can be able to accomplish it.
Doc,
that is what I'm talking about.
Doc, yeah, with TV, so a year by this time, changes ben what are some of the things that are going to change so that you're better next year okay, so
a year like this,
okay, say,
but do know one thing. When you are forecasting, one of the things I will forecast here will take mind of a irregular fluctuation or sporadic fluctuations. Nobody can contain it. Earthquake, tsunami, pandemic. Like budget in November 2019. Projections come. Now you grow more than 7%. You call 2020 COVID. That pandemic, huge impact. So when you are predicting, you should be very careful because anything can happen. You can't see. So you look at certain indicators, and I'm saying that looking at far.
Even with your predictions,
no,
because now it looks like you are
because you wanted to put me on record, and I'm giving you certain factors that can cause disequilibrium based upon the projections.
No, but before we even look at the factors that will cause disequilibrium, let's look at the factors that will cause. The proper.
So I'm saying, by God's grace, by October, the 1.3 billion cocoa syndicated loan will be around to be able to give a buffer to the dollar.
I know you're in opposition.
No, we are saying no. We did not say
it is your thing.
No, let me tell you, I've been communicating. We did not say that we will not borrow. We say we will not do reckless borrowing. We did not say yes. Go and check our speech. We did not say you borrow.
So now what you are doing now is responsible borrowing.
Yes, and the investments are there. Hey. I'm telling you, the investments are there. The dividend is there across the country. See the infrastructure projects. The Dupepeso Road, 54 kilometers. Almost just kind to the Dupepeso. They say, oh, it's a scam. We have done it. The vice president went there Thursday. We have commissioned it. You see, interchange or Tamale. We have done it. We have commissioned it. In Takrady, we are doing it. My dear friend, go across the country. In the midst of the challenge, development is going on.
Okay.
Intimacy, intimacy, a year like this, let us speak good about the country. Another confining variable.
Are we only speaking good or we are acting? Just like
you see,
not just words. There should be action.
Our country, do you know why?
And so I had it.
Do you know why?
Action.
Listen to me.
Me too.
Your opposition, any majority, now almost fight here. The tax about almost 5 years. In Tokwa, we don't know America. Now we say members of parliament, opposition, very aggressive. They don't want the government to move. Where? From 1992, a binary code within the policy statement. No opposition, giving the direction. Say, one for we are me approve, one for we are me approve. What the opposition does, they say, a binary presenting the budget, they will do alternative budget. But this current NDC, they say, no, if you don't put this one in, we will not approve. If you don't do this, because of their numbers. The Ghanaian people gave them the numbers, and they are not helping us. And now, the tension in the economy affects portfolio flow, affecting investments. I'm telling you today. And yet, let us be good about this country. And no matter CJ, I'm telling you, in the long term, what do we do, CJ? In the long term, we cannot be going on Eurobond roadshow always. We cannot go to the capital market to borrow always. Domestically, we need to put certain strong interventions to be able to curtail our currency. Do you know that after the overthrow of the CCP government, the CCP government launched the 7-year industrial plan. After the overthrow in 1966, I'm telling you today on this your great network, no government has launched the agenda of industrialization except this current regime. Day by day, people are establishing industries.
So you think we are really moving from taxation to production?
It's synchronization. You can't move an economy.
Are we moving or is synchronization?
No, we are moving progressively.
Because you promised the movement from taxation.
CJ, do you know one thing? Growth of our economy, and one-off event. Especially when you want to anchor industrial revolution using the 1D, 1F as a tool. Now, 4 years to 6 years near way, you are starting industries, maybe produce. Now, no president called Awutu Senya, a company or lubricants, oil, back so cylinder. Oko Casa de Europa, Oko Brekum, Eko Juice. Yeah, it tells you leadership. It's about, you see, the whole concept of government is policy. I want to tell you today, the policy and the priority of the government. The priority of this government is to industrialize this state, Ghana. It takes time. You can't say about automobile industries in Ghana, no muso agona yedi economy no and your papa. Mema because we need time. Na mema information kakra what here for in 2020 VW by assembly plant heavy. That was August 2020. Toyota June 2021 assembly plant, big automobile industry. Allow me to, I'm moving you to a tangent because the seasonal discussion, you discussing dollar, no. See, a young government or a visionary, you have the long-term strategy to be able to move this economy to produce so that we get foreign direct investments, big dividend to be able to boost our economy. We will come back to discuss this always. 20 years time, NDC for 20 years time, we'll discuss the same story. Okay. We want to deal with the issue in the long term. And that's why I'm saying that. And then, Nizam, April 2020, they have also established assembly plant, producing about 31,000 vehicles per annum. Many by the close of the year, this year, Kia is coming on board, Hyundai is coming on board. That is the agenda to be able to move the economy. Okay. Let me tell you, after the Second World War, what was the German model? After the Second World War, the German model was the states supporting industries to grow, to give them the support. This is what we are doing. We are supporting the private sector. Come on board. We'll give you tax free. And now you are seeing it.
Doc, the National Cathedral.
Yeah.
Wow, in your heart of heart, is it a good investment?
Da unya employment to this great network, Adom TV. Maybe your godfather, Nipa Obompa Yamau, you went to him. The president told God that if he becomes president of the Republic of Ghana, he will build a cathedral to thank his name.
It was a personal promise, right?
I'm coming. And gradually, we are moving. CJ, this should not be a matter of national discussion, my dear friend.
It should be.
Have you seen a budgetary allocation for that project?
Yes.
Where?
But no.
You see,
we get figures.
No, we have a preparation art. I'm saying go and read our budget 2022. We have done the mid-year budget in July. We read it 25th July. Tell me an item, if there's an item. My dear friend, listen to me. If an item that we have used taxpayers' money, an item that we have done allocation, so that I will deal with the matter. Let us be more purposeful. Let us stay focused. There are issues disturbing the Ghanaian people. Let us lose cathedral. It's not an issue to me. It's not an issue.
But I asked if it is it's a good investment.
Yes, it's good.
It is.
Yeah, because it will give us tourism. International conferences are taking place. They can do it there. When they were building Accra International Conference Center, I don't know your age. Many Ghanaian men says, "Oh, we are wasting taxpayers' money. You see the other day, and then a conferences on." Meaning, let us be visionary in this country. Young people can infasipim motto. So young secondary school motto. Me minty and you minty. Why young can kakra? We know the value of everything, but we don't look at the benefit. When they were going to renovate Cape Coast Castle, I'm telling you something today, before maybe you go. Many people say, oh, they were going to waste money. Now we are fashion, the number of people who trooped to Cape Coast Castle. It is so. Let us begin to look at issues in a long-term effects of things. You trivialize normal of this country. We have done a lot for this country. You are very intelligent. I want you to begin to audit our projects. Educational projects, health projects. Three things has taken much of the money. Education, health, and infrastructure. And I want to tell you today, no government in the history of Ghana has done what we have done. Formalizing the economy, no government. I'm telling you today, CJ, formalizing of the Ghanaian economy. It is this government.
Doctor.
And so let us appreciate the effort of this government. And yeah, about Dede, we are not aggressive.
Dr. Asiedu,
I want to tell you before we go, I want the people in the countryside, they know what we have done. And development is in progress, and we will make it. I want to assure
in fact,
nice meeting
my first time engaging you. Thank you very much for coming with us. Dr. Asiedu Kokuro, Deputy National Communication Director of the NPP. Fantastic. My first time, but I must admit, he's a fine communication person.
Yeah, we have great guys around communication and TV.
Fantastic. We will have more.
Yeah.
We'll have more.
It's nice
We need the Chief Jerry Force. I'm the production team because since we will be Kofi Ampedu, AC Ohene, Walanyo, my technical team, camera, sound, MCR, Obi Ambo Machudom. If we had you caught the forecourt of the State House. Nafi. Jam opening Yakuja Ura Joseph Sian Japan ne papa opening Japan and if Hanoma Yakosi Sanafi Yanson Tadi Fita no Moshano Yansa Koshe de na Yadi Akujinamo Ewo and to stay with us na Yanfasa Jumeni na Yade Ebrel and Penifo Bebri and Abaho, former President Kufuor, former President Mahama. I think I spotted the Vice President and so Honmo. Yeah, Penny, the First Lady, so Ewo Honum. I saw from Penifo, and I know him from Penifo, and at one more a treasure with Honoma. Yadi said media near the phenom, you know, Econo, the full extensive coverage. The Ebebro. We need the Chief Jerry Force. Nnawotwi Yi, Adoma that's an ebesan so dia bro. Am I free? The price for greatness is responsibility. Ya crowd.